Hello and welcome to another daily market reading. Today it is Thursday. We're on Bitcoin. I'm on the 4-hour time frame. And yesterday we had some news. We had a press conference and they actually didn't hit the price as badly as I thought it would. I was actually waiting for a bit more of a move down. Ideally, in my dream scenarios, we would have gone here, maybe, but we didn't. We've actually stopped at just the point below it. So we had a 4-hour gap around here, which served us as quite a nice support. We broke it, tested it, broke it, and then now we are currently trading at quite an important level. Why do I say this? So I'm just going to trace a rectangle from where we currently at, well, from where we were last night. I'm going to trace a bit more to the left, and you can see how this, where we went to land wasn't a coincidence. It was quite a major support / resistance. So as we can see, we came and hit this resistance. Again, here we came resistance. We broke it, support, fake out, yes, support. And then now it looks like it was a support once again. So it does look like that was quite a nice support. Okay, I maybe didn't mention it in my previous videos. Fair enough, that is my mistake. I am also human. But now that I have seen it, fair enough, it is there and it has served as quite a nice support. So if we do lose it for whatever reason, I still think we have this ghost daily gap. Why do I say this? We should not lose this. This is going to be my last hope. These two were two really nice places for you to try long positions. This ghost gap is basically the previous low on this uptrend that we have been forming. So we've been going high, low, high, low, high, low, high, and then now maybe a low. Okay, this low, sorry, if I do this properly, hold on, might as well do my job properly. Here we go. So we might now be going to test the previous low. That's why I'm saying under no circumstances we should lose this daily gap. If we do lose it, and by losing it I do mean closing a few candles below it, maybe not on the daily time frame, it's maybe not needed, but I don't mean just a little wick and a little fake out. I mean closing some serious candles below it, between 3 and 5 candles. That's what I like to aim for, and then and only then I will start prioritizing short positions. Until then, until this ghost gap is gone, I still think we have room to go up. And I'm actually going to show you on Ethereum as well, and actually some other altcoins are also showing this, but I'm not going to show the altcoins. They're not as relevant in my point of view. But Ethereum and USDT are saying slightly a different thing, which I'm not too sure if I mentioned it on my previous video or not. But Bitcoin could, well, the oscillator is dropping on the daily time frame, true, yes, which means that we do have some margin to go test this ghost daily gap. But if I go back, actually I'm going to go straight to Ethereum, because I think it's actually telling us a bit more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is roughly the same reading as yesterday, and I don't really want to go in a loop and go again and again and again and say the same things. But Ethereum, I'm going to delete everything I've done here, and I'm going to start from scratch right in front of you. Why am I going to do that? Because I'm really nice. I'm on a daily time frame. Okay, last time we were oversold was right here. We had a catastrophic move down as the oscillator was moving down, but we were oversold. The oscillator is basically nearly overbought. Nearly. The price, I mean, it's been sideways, a slight inclination down. Yes, I will give you that. We have been having lower highs. Yes, you are right to point it out, but you also have to give it to me that this oscillator is nearly overbought. The price hasn't had as much of a move as last time. Now we've got a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, and then now potentially creating a low. A low to where? If I trace this here, that's where the previous low was. Okay. And as you can probably see, foreshadowing from the things that I had written on, it is also a golden pocket level. But that's why I do think we still have a bit of room, maybe ideally on Ethereum, to go around here. As I mentioned really briefly, the other altcoins have got a really similar thing to Ethereum in the terms as in the daily time frame. There's quite a few that are nearly oversold, and they've got a really similar pattern. And then now, just to top it all off, I'm going to trace Fibonacci retracement from this high up to this low. It looks like this sort of gap, well, this previous low sits between the 0.618 and the 0.5. Okay, now hold on, because this is not finished. I'm gonna go to the 4-hour time frame, and I'm gonna use our great indicators, which by the way you can get for free. And I'm gonna turn on the signals and order blocks, and I'm gonna see there's a really strong order block. There's a 4-hour order block. I like to trade the 4-hour order blocks more than the 1 hour and 30-minute ones, because they hold some more weight. And the recent low is matching with an order block, is matching with a golden pocket, and hold on, it is also where the smart trend is meeting. As you may know, or you may not know, the smart trend is the indicator that we're the most proud of. It's the strongest one, is the nicest one, is the one that I basically base my whole analysis and how me as a trader, I take most of my trading decisions based on this smart trend. It looks like it's all meeting in one very nice, lovely spot. Okay, so that is giving me a bit more safety, not safety margin, but like it's giving me some more reassurance that in the next few days we might, we are coming close to the weekend now, so maybe we might just see the price just wasting some more time, maybe get a wick down here. Ideally, maybe if we're very lucky, clear this recent liquidity and then get that move up that I'm waiting for. Maybe I'm fully wrong, but regardless, even if we're not aiming for the very, very top, just above this recent high, fair enough. I do think that I am still going to get quite a decent long position here, just because it's just a really high, there's quite a big cluster of sort of things here, isn't there? So I do think maybe I'm not going to have the biggest take profit ever, but I do think that is going to be quite a nice little trade, which is probably gonna give me some pretty nice returns. Okay, having said that, I think if I'm not wrong, it also matches up. No, it's not here. I'm gonna go back to Bitcoin, and I'm gonna see how this ghost daily gap matches very nicely with the trend cloud. What is the trend cloud? It's also part of our smart trend, which is the strongest and the loveliest indicator that I use, and which you can also get for free. Yes, for free. And it is basically an exponential moving average on the 50 exponential moving average, and that's what the trend cloud is. And you can see it's coming in very nicely, roughly where this ghost daily gap is. So it would make sense for a little retest, a cheeky retest just before, in my point of view, going to hit this strong daily gap, as well as I'm going to turn on the multi-time frame fair value gaps, and you're going to see how we've also got a weekly gap as well. Not to mention the gap that we have left in the CME futures, okay, which we still haven't cleared. We got really close to it, yes, great, we haven't cleared it, okay, which is why I'm still a bit bullish. For the time being, I'm currently paying attention to I'm paying a really close eye to whether we lose this ghost daily gap. If we lose it and we start closing candles below it, that's not great. I think that's bye-bye time. But until then, I personally have no reason to be bearish. I still think that the price has room to go up, and I'm going to trade accordingly. Same kind of reading on USDT. I do still think, look, it's the same thing as Ethereum. Last time we were overbought, and the oscillator went up. We had a crazy move up. That, fair enough, I will give it to you. Same as here, overbought, an insane move up. For those of you who do not know, who are maybe starting out, if USDT goes down, crypto and the altcoins go up, and vice versa. Okay, it's like the other way around. We're currently on the trend cloud. We've been overbought. Oscillator is nearly at oversold. You can't really call this a move up. Yes, we did have a move up. It's a slightly sideways / up move. Okay, this is not a straight up move on the uptrend like this was. Okay, I don't really think that you can compare the two. We are currently trading just on the trend cloud, which could mean that we could, as the weekend comes, go like this around it, and then go to hit this strong weekly gap, this daily gap, a smart trend, as well as, let me see if I get lucky. I think there is a, yeah, as well as the golden pocket of this whole phase. That's why in my eyes, it makes sense. It makes sense for me to go do this. And until I am proven wrong, and until we lose this ghost daily gap on Bitcoin, I'm not going to think otherwise. Okay, having said that, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you on these next videos so that we can see what the price of these assets are doing, if I was right, if I was wrong, and then we can see what is the next thing that we can trade, what the next interesting points are. Okay, see you on the next videos. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, as it's something free that you can do that helps me out quite a lot. And also, yeah, just leave a comment if you've got any questions or any issues, or like, you know, something like that. But yeah, thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.